Hey, how you doing? This is Chuck from Ford Syndicate. Tonight we're going to look at models from Legend Builds. They're located at my mini factory. So let's get into it. Before we get into the models, I just want to discuss how I make these and then what I use to make them. So all of my resin models are made on the Elegoo Saturn 3 Ultra. And then I also have a FDM printer, which is a Bamboo A1. So some of the files that I do are on FDM and some are resin. So tonight's models are particularly done on resin. And then I'm going through and testing a lot of different types of water resin. I'm not sponsored by any companies, but all these models you'll see tonight are made with Anycube water wash resin. So there's a lot of people out there that either like water wash or don't. I've had no issues with it. All of these models are right off of the printer and been cleaned and dried and cured. So none of them have been cleaned up. You'll see there's still some supports and things like that. They'll all be cleaned and eventually they'll all be painted and things like that. So this first piece we're looking at here tonight is the Akita Scarbird Rider. So it's pretty neat, right? So it's a guy riding on a bird. I mean, the detail you get with these resin printers is phenomenal, right? I mean, you could see all the detail in the feathers in the bird's face. What about the guy's face? I mean, all the details there. Such a nice piece. So all the pieces from Legend Builds already come with bases on them. So this is already on a base. They have a lot of different files on there. You can locate them at My Mini Factory under Legend Builds. So they donated these files tonight just so I could share them with the community and so everybody can see what they look like. The next one is the Night Cult Swordsman. So here he is right here. You can see his sword there. And then the knife. I mean, you see how small this is and I'm holding it, right? I mean, well, that's not good. But you can see all the detail in his clothes and the sword. It's pretty neat. They got some really neat files, really neat models on the site. The next one is the Realm of Ethos Soldier. You can see his arm, the detail in his armor and in his helmet. I mean, you can see his boots, shield, the knife. It's really nice. Again, these just came off the printer, so none of them they haven't been cleaned up and sanded and prepared for painting yet. None of them have any of that on there. The last piece I want to show you is the Urscar the Cannibal. So you can see the big old sword he has. And you can see his long hair, all the detail in his belt and his jacket. It's pretty amazing, the size of these models and then the detail that's in them. And again, you get that from the resin printer, right? All right, so that's it for the Legend Builds. I'm going to continue to get models from different companies and show off some of the stuff they do. Almost all the stuff I get is from My Mini Factory, so you can go over there and see most of this stuff and be able to purchase it. And a lot of the sites have free files, maybe 1, 2, or 3 files, so you can go over and get them and print them and see if you like the stuff. And then there's all different styles, whether it's sci-fi, whether it's role play, whether it's medieval, cowboys and Indians. They got tanks, buildings. I mean, there's pretty much anything and everything that you want over there on that site, which is really cool. So all I'm trying to do is just bring actual models I'm a guy that just bought a printer and I started printing stuff out. None of these people pay me for any of this. And I just really want to be able to share this stuff, with the community so everybody can see what they really look like versus pictures on the internet. So if you have any comments, please drop it down below. Please subscribe and share this channel, and hopefully we can make it grow and I can get more companies to donate things and I can bring this stuff to you. Again, all these resin pieces were made on my Elegoo Saturn 3 Ultra. If you have any questions about that, you can reach out to me. And then right now I'm using Anycubic Water Wash Resin Plus. So I haven't decided what company I'm going to stay with. So hopefully I can get one of them to sponsor me, and then I'll just use their products. But for now, I'm going to test them all out and see what I like and what works for me. Thanks, and have a great night.